Welcome to the chat session for the West Midlands Police Benevolent Fund. I'd like to introduce you to three of the directors of that fund. On my left, I've got Ben Whitehouse, Gill Baker and Joe Tildesley. Ben, if I can start by asking you why you joined the Benevolent Fund.
Yes, you can. 1974 at its inception, I joined. Really, I didn't know what I was joining at the time because my sergeant told me, this is the thing you've got to do and this is what you will do. So I did. But at that time, you didn't argue against your sergeant. These days, a lot of people would question, why should I join? It's become quite evident to myself. I'm retired now, 30 years service, and I've been retired 12 years. I'm chairman of the Coventry branch of NARPO. We've got over 600 members there. And I can see from those members I've got, the help they're receiving, those that are really in need. What you're doing is actually joining a police family. It's not just a young recruit or a civilian coming into the Benevolent Fund. It is everybody right from when they join right until they retire, and still helping widows and widowers and this sort of thing, and the children. So you're joining a family. And while you might not get the benefit yourself from paying your £2, that £2 is really going to help a lot of other people. And you never know, you might need that help yourself. And I've seen a lot of people that have needed it. I've only been a director for now, probably for 2 months. I'm the newest director, but I have served on the committee for 11 years prior to that. And I was a federation officer for about 17 years as well. So I think anybody that doesn't join, really they're letting themselves down and their family down. So put your money, or put your mouth where your money is, and put your hand in your pocket and put the £2 a month away.
Jill, can you fill us in a little bit on your role as a director?
Yes, hello John. Yeah, just to explain, I first went onto the Benevolent Fund some 18 years ago now as a federation representative. And I also served as chair of the committee for a 3-year period. But after I retired, I wanted to remain as a member because of all the good work that's done. And I was a director, so I carried on after retirement. And it's such an excellent scheme. It helps people. And as Ben said, as part of the police family, I wanted to remain as part of that police family into retirement. So that's why I've remained as a director.
Thank you very much, Jill. Joe, moving on to you. If we take your situation, you're a retired police officer, you give the Benevolent Fund your vast experience, and you do this as a director. You don't receive any remuneration for that. Do you want to tell me really why you do that?
None of the directors receive any form of money at all for the work that they carry out. But like Jill and Ben, I too have been involved for a long time now on the Benevolent Fund. I first joined about 20 years ago now. I've been retired 12 years, and in that time I made the decision to carry on. I'm a member of the management committee of the Birmingham branch of NARPO, and I'm very fortunate because I've been given the role, if you like, of a visitor, of any NARPO member who finds themselves in some difficulty. And when I say difficulty, that can mean so many things. And the Benevolent Fund has always been a safety net for me. You never know when financial trouble may occur in your life, when some medical conditions may arise, some accidents may take place, and you may need this safety net of the Benevolent Fund. And if a NARPO member finds themselves in difficulty, I'm prepared to travel anywhere. I hasten to add, hopefully only in the United Kingdom, but I'm prepared to travel anywhere, see a NARPO member, complete an application form for them. If they need some financial help or support, I'll do that form for them, bring the case back to the management committee, ask them to make a formal decision about whether or not we can provide some help and assistance. And I'm delighted to say that in all the years, the 20 years I've been involved in the Benevolent Fund, I can't think of one single solitary occasion when an application, a well-made out application has come in front of us where we haven't offered help and support to the member in distress. So I'd say to everybody, please think long and hard about joining the Benevolent Fund. it is something that you may not think I'll need it immediately, but in years to come, you never know when you might need this safety net. And I urge everybody, please, think about joining the Benevolent Fund. It's a wonderful family organisation. This police family, you may think you only do 30 years service as a serving police officer, but for those of us who are now retired, we know that life carries on after our service has finished. So I do urge everybody to join.